Okay, so I want to talk about this because this was sent to me recently, and it's kind of interesting because it implies that Atlas, the SMT5 team specifically, is willing to add a new Navigator demon to SMT5 Vengeance. Now, whether this will be DLC or free content, I do not know. It would be best that if it was just, something that they patched in and not DLC, because DLC will suck. And if it ends up being DLC for some reason, I am sure the modders will come to the call and just mod whatever demons that they want into the game as navigators instead. It is interesting though, because I had brought the fascinating thing about this to me for two reasons. One is, if you guys watched the video I did where I was using the debug restoration mod to access the animations and watch those, I had commented that a lot of demons had unique animations that weren't used in the game. And I was like, okay, well, maybe these walking or running, like these unique animations they have, would have been used if those demons were out on the field in the game and running around, or if they were meant to be navigator demons, because I could definitely see some of the animations being used for that too. So I was like, oh well, if you get access to the animations, and if you're a modder, maybe you could put new navigator demons into the game if that's possible. Well, Atlas, here comes Atlas with only one. People have to vote on one new navigator demon, and these are the choices. It's very limited. The choices that they offered are kind of like, I can understand some of these, but I'm not sure where they're getting some of these other choices. Maybe they're based off of previous polls. They have held previous polls before for favorite demons. In fact, I have a video where I stayed up really late or early to watch the Japanese. I forgot what it was, but they did a countdown on the Japanese Atlas channel where they were counting down favorite demons. I think it was was it 100? Top 100 demons or top 50 or something like that? So maybe this list was pulled from that. Let's see what our options here. I will mention what I intend to choose in a bit, but we have a lot of very typical stuff here that I think people will be choosing. Especially here. Mothman. I saw a lot of people wanting to choose Mothman. Honestly, I mean, yes, there are certain demons that are meme answers. And of course, a lot of people have Mothman as a favorite, to the point where they made a plushie of the Mothman. I think Mothman's cool, but he's not my favorite. There are other demons that I personally like more, that I would like a navigator for. And I think the correct answer is our boy Cerberus. Cerberus, in my opinion, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about which one I choose. I would choose Cerberus. As much as I like a lot of the other demons, I think Cerberus is a very iconic to the series, even before some of these other demons existed. Now, I guess you could say that, yes, there is Jack Frost, even though he existed in kind of a different form. But I don't know, actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if, there was Digital Devil story. The novel that Megami Tensei spawned from, right? I don't know if Atlas had the snowman mascot around the time that novel came out, and around the time that it was known. But in the novel, and in the movie, the anime movie, that they put out for it, Cerberus is in there. Cerberus gets summoned. He does not look like this. He looks very different. And of course, Cerberus became popular at SMT1 because Pascal becomes Cerberus and that, and then so forth. It's a very iconic demon. I believe, in my opinion, that Cerberus deserves to be the new navigator. Let's see. So we have the two. We have Jack Frost, Mothman. Yotsune is another popular demon. I don't know if you'd make a good navigator. Some of these demons are how are you going to make them a navigator? Like Mara. I probably might consider Mara. I've only considered Mara because I want to see what the fuck he would look like as a navigator demon. Would you have to size him down? He's pretty large. Mara's pretty large. You'd have to make a pint-sized version of Mara, but it could be funny. And I'm okay. The navigator demons have sort of some specialties to them. Some of them can be comedic, like Ippon Datara, where you can use Ippon Datara as a Navigator demon and he hops around and he screams, and I do enjoy that. Mara would be interesting, but what would he be good at finding? This Eden, I'm sure there are Eden fans, so they probably want like an idol god following them around. Chitulane is another popular one, but some of the warrior demons, I'm like, I don't know if I'd want them as navigators. Obviously, people are gonna probably go for the cuter demons, but it could be cool to have some more serious-looking demons, like the more warrior-looking ones. Kresnik's pretty cool. Could be cool to have like someone that looks like a demon hunter or a vampire hunter running behind you. And some of these other ones, there's obviously a bunch of waifus. Let's see what we have here. Dominion. Dominion's like an old favorite. Demeter has her fans. Nico Shogun, you have the cats that are cute. Mephisto, I don't know. Does Mephisto have his fans? I guess he does. Nyami Nami is new to SMTV Vengeance. I imagine that Nyami Nami would also get a lot of votes as well. There's a lot of people that like that demon. I honestly don't know anyone who likes the angels in SMT5. I have a feeling if it was like I don't have anything against the ones in 5, but I have a feeling if they were like the Nocturne version ones, but they look like bondage angels, they probably get more votes. I like the new. I don't know if I'd want the new as a navigator demon, but I do like them. I think they're cool. Same with the Oni. Oni's a favorite and, well known in the series as well. Same with like Lilim. Hellbiker, I don't know if Hellbiker would make a good navigator demon, but it could, like, just for the cool factor. Having, a skelly man on a flaming motorbike riding behind you could be really cool. There are people who do like the new additions, the African branch demons. Onyankopon, Anansi, I think his son. I don't know anyone who likes Kei no Hime. I don't know. I mean, she's small, so maybe she'd make a good navigator demon. She's also part of the Kinetsukami, so maybe someone would like that. I'm sure people would like. You also have the werewolf demon Lucaro. Vovir has her fans. I personally like Mikami. I do kind of wish they added Inugami to the list because there's a lot of people that love Long Dog. Long Dog is very good. But yeah, my personal favorite, the thing that I'm probably going to choose is Cerberus. However, I think a lot of people are choosing Mothman, and they're probably going to add Mothman. They did also post this to the Japanese user base for SMT5 Vengeance. So I'm very curious what the differences would be. I don't remember if they have the same choices in demons. I'd imagine so. Like they'd have to keep it the same. But I wonder what their fan favorite is going to be compared to the Western fan base for SMT5. I'm very curious. Let me see here. Let us look. You're going to see a lot of Mothmans here. We're going to look at what people have chosen for this. Mothman. Cerberus, yes. See, a true bro choosing Cerberus. I do want Cerberus. In fact, here's something else to consider. Why I want Cerberus, or why I would have wanted someone to mod Cerberus in. Or even, like, if it was capable, have like a running animation for Bino, where he can ride on the dog, because that was a thing that they originally planned for SMT5 early concept, and they did base it off of Pascal. Of course, we got Hayataro, but Hayataro became like one of the demons that user uses. But earlier concepts for SMT5, we would have had a Pascal-like dog. Don't know if it would have been Hayataro, but we would have been able to ride the dog, and I wish that's something that can happen. That's another reason why I would love to have Cerberus running alongside you. And, like, I kind of feel like if you're an old fan... Now, I'm not a long-time fan of SMT or Persona. I did get into the the series kind of like mid-late. You know, I didn't really get into it hardcore until like way later because obviously I had other series taking my attention. Things like, you know, survival horror, ARPGs, that sort of thing. But my hyper focus now is on the series. And I do appreciate the old entries, right? So I feel like, you know, this would be good. You know, Cerberus as an iconic demon to the series would be good to add as a Navigator demon. Mara, somebody chose Mara. Uh-oh. I don't know if I want to, oh, actually, I don't know why this is sensitive. Yeah, the Cyrenup? Is it Cyrenup? I'm not sure why he's not on the list. Actually, no, wait a minute. He might actually be a Navigator demon in the law route, because I could have swore I've seen people not in the law route, in the canon of creation. Because, you know, they added more Navigator demons, but there's different ones that probably show up based on, like, what area you go to in the third half of the game. Or the third part of the game, and, you know, that's different in the creation version of the game. So I could have swore he was already a Navigator demon. If he's not, then I'd be disappointed that he's not on the list. But someone could probably mod him in. Black Frost, Cleopatra, Finn, Lilim, Mora Mothman, Keyhose. I feel like we kind of don't need Jack Frost, though, because we already have the Naho Biho? Like, we already have, like, a Jack Frost as a Navigator demon, except it's the Naho Bino one, so I don't think he's necessary. We got Finn, Yummy Nummy. They're making a reference to, Kresnik. Mara. Yeah, Mara would be kind of interesting to see more. Yeah, so I see which ones. If she's not on the list, yeah, Artemis. Cleo. Yeah, so you can see what people's choices are. That's why I was like, why are there certain demons in the list that aren't even like... I'm like, who cares about those demons, right? Because I know which ones... Oh, okay. Somebody likes Mephisto. Eden. Cerberus, yes. But yeah, you could... I guess you can see... Yeah. A lot of different demons have their fans. That's the good thing. It is cool that they're considering... here's another thing. I didn't mention why I find this fascinating. If they're willing to add more content to the game, and hopefully it is free, it tells me, alongside all the collab stuff, they're still doing more, like, merch, collab type stuff in Japan at least, and we are getting some more new merch here for SMT5. That kind of tells me, like, Vengeance is doing well. It has to be doing well. If they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna add more content to the game, it's gotta be doing well. So that's, I mean, it's good to hear. Like I said, hopefully it's free. If it's not, well, modders, you know what to do.